Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you just stumbled on this video and you like its content, leave it a like. Consider subscribing down below. And yeah, let's dig in. So if you have a ton of cables like me, you run out of USB ports pretty quick. So I did a ton of research, and at the end of the day, I bought this. It's a 10-port EKSA USB hub. At least that's what it's supposed to be. Anyway, the packaging on the outside is pretty nondescript, but let's get it unboxed, see what it comes with, get it plugged in, see how well it works. All right. Ooh, hey, that's smaller than I thought it was going to be. Check that out. You got 10 ports, each with a power indicator and the individual on-off button, and the case, that's aluminum. Nice. On the bottom here, we have a USB 3.0 combination port, if you can see it there. And then 12 volt in. On the top, there's nothing. And the sides are empty, so all the ports are on the top. That's pretty cool. Also in the box, 12 volt power supply. This one's rated at 48 watts, up to 4 amps at 12 volt. See there? And the nice thing is it's got a pretty decent length power cord. And the last thing in the box, USB power cable. And this one is supposed to be 3.3 feet long. Ta-da! There it is. So let's get it plugged in. We'll be right back. So while I'm setting it up, I've plugged it into my power supply, which is a surge suppressor. You should always use one of those. So there's no lights on, but as I click each individual button, and I'll just do a few of them here, you can see that their individual LED lights come on. That's pretty nifty. I like that. And what's interesting is when I turn them off, it takes several seconds for them to actually go out. And now you can see those lights are all pretty much out. So it's using up whatever residual power is in the unit. So let's get it plugged into the computer. Now what you're about to see is not what I would call good cable management, but I'm pretty limited with space and I'm doing this pretty quickly, so let's dig in. As you can tell, I've got all the stuff plugged into the USB hub. Let's click them on one by one. And you can see that my GoPro Hero 9 charger came on. The 8 is now charging. My smart remote is now charging. So as I clicked them on, you can see all the items come on. That's pretty cool. So yeah, that was easy. I cannot tell you how long I spent researching USB hubs to find one that was highly rated, had enough ports, and didn't break the bank. And this one was like 50 bucks. It got here in a couple of days from Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. And yeah, go check it out. All right, I did some cable management, got everything plugged in. I'm now using all 10 ports, and I even ran some tests. So let's take a look at the current setup. Now if you noticed, there's one cable that isn't plugged into anything, and that's because I'm filming, obviously, with my Hero 9, so it's not plugged into the laptop. But everything plugs in at once. USB drives, mice, the laptop cooler, you name it. All my accessories, all plugged in at one time. That's pretty cool. Now, one thing I have noticed is sometimes the GoPros don't like to play nice, and they don't connect to the computer through the USB hub. Kind of a bummer, but sometimes they do connect. So I don't know, I've tried restarting the computer, plugging everything in, unplugging it again. I don't know, I figure at some point it'll start working again. But in the meantime, I now have 2 free USB ports on the same side, so I can plug in both cameras at the same time and transfer files over to my laptop. and that's pretty handy. On the other side of my laptop here, you can see that I've got the USB hub plugged in, as well as the HDMI cable for my big old monitor here, which makes editing easier. So that's really cleaned up everything. And if I want to take the laptop and go work inside the house, all I got to do is unplug 2 cables and boom, I'm done. Well, I guess the power cable too. So 3 cables, but that's no big deal. So yeah, I'm liking this hub pretty much. It's nice. It charges my phone, charges the GoPros, runs all the other accessories, even my external hard drives, and I did some tests where I copied some GoPro video files, and there was a negligible difference between plugged in directly into the laptop and plugged into the USB hub. So it's working as advertised. Well folks, that's going to wrap up this review of the EKSA USB 10-port hub. If you liked it, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and click that button below. And until I see you again, keep the shiny side up.